and welcome back to DFM TV. I am Dan, the Fire Stick Man, your source for entertainment, and today we're going to continue our series of top free applications that you should have on your Fire TV and Fire Stick devices. Today we're going to focus on the one that's news. Nothing but news. And if you're interested in the news and you want to get it absolutely free and you own a Fire TV or Fire Stick, this is going to be the application for you. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do to get it. And now keep in mind that this is all part of the Fire Stick. That's the sweet thing. It's all part of the Fire Stick itself. So there's nothing you need to do. So if you're brand new to the Fire Stick or you just simply want an application that's going to give you free news content, then stay tuned for this. The first thing I want you guys to do is to hit the home button. When it takes you over to the home screen like you see here, you're going to hit left. So look at the remote, you're going to hit left, and it's going to put you over the magnifying glass that says Find, right there. Then you're going to go down, and then you're going to go to the right and click on Free, because that's where it is. It's where the free section is. And then you're going to go down, and you're going to work your way to the right until you come over this application here that says News Stream Now. Once you are over it, I want you to go ahead and click on it to select it, and it's going to take you right into the news. Now, mine is going to have a couple of things blurted out in the background to make sure that I don't have any copyright issues. But right now I'm going to show you the categories that you see on the top. You see My News, Local News, Trending. Let me actually pick on those. My News, Local News, Trending, Live, Categories, Channels, and Preferences. So let's go. We're going to start off from left to right. So My News. My news right now is going to be the local, basically the news that you can select here from any of these channels. And the first thing that pops up, if you have a favorite already, which I do, I have a KSAT 12 as one of my favorites in Court TV. Usually the first channel that you have as a favorite is the one that's going to automatically kick in. And I'm going to show you guys how to have favorites in just a moment. And you can actually scroll left and right once you're over the channel. But what I'm going to go over with you guys is the fact that you can select any of these channels and you're going to get, some of it is going to be live content, some of them is going to be pre-recorded content that's going to be available to you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off by just going up and clicking on local news. Local news is just going to be your local stations, as you can see here. Okay, these are all the local stations that you can choose from, and you can see the time right here, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. It tells you how long it's been since they actually played this live, so you can go ahead and just get a recap of what you missed a couple hours ago. And these are going to be all local channels to your area, and I'm going to show you how you can select the city if you happen to be moving around a lot, or you went on vacation and you want to see the news in the area that you're currently in, or you simply don't have it set up for your particular area. I'm going to show you how to do all that in just a moment, but let me continue going back to the categories and going to the next one on the line, which is going to be trending. Trending here are going to be ABC News, it's going to be The Street, Sports Illustrated, so on and so on. These are going to be the trending topics, and it's going to tell you how long ago these actually aired on live television, which this one was 8 days ago, as you can see there. This one was 2 days ago. So you'll know that when you're clicking on some stuff, it's actual live, and some stuff is going to be from a while ago. Sometimes it's only a few hours, like this one, 22 hours ago. So let me go back to the categories on the top, and I'm move over to live. And live is just live channels. There's nothing that you're going to click on here that's going to be an hour old, 2 hours old, a day old, or anything like that. This is all going to be stuff that's actually live right now, as you can see here at the bottom. Let me go back up to the categories, and here is the actual categories if you want to select it by business, politics, sports, entertainment, and tech. These are the 5 categories that you can choose from, and if you were to choose something like tech, then you'll get anything that has to do with tech. And right now Elon Musk seems to be the center of attention for what he's doing with Twitter. But you can scroll down and it tells you again how long ago these particular episodes aired. So again, 5 days ago, 4 days ago for this one. Let me go back up. And the last category that I want to show you guys is going to be channels before we go over to preferences. And the channels shows you here all the national news channels that are available. Obviously, if it says live on them, it's something that you can click on and you're going to get live. The ones that don't say live, like Fox Business or Fox News, if you were to click on that, it'll just give you a series of of episodes or content that aired so long ago. So this one particularly aired 29 minutes ago, this one 46, this one 50 minutes ago, and you can continue to go down, you know, and it'll go down several hours. So let's go how far we can go on this one. For this Fox News, we can go back 10 hours right now, as of right now, but depending on the time of day that you guys select this, you may have 18 hours up to 24 hours, sometimes even days. So that's what you're going to get with Fox News right here. I'm going to hit the back button, and obviously you got different ones. Then we go down to the local news channels category, as you can see there, and you're going to have a series of local news channels depending on your area. So it's going to differ from what I have here. I happen to be in San Antonio, Texas, and this is why I'm getting KSAT 12 and all of these channels. So if you're not getting the locals, or you're not getting the locals that you're currently in for one reason or another, then I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up. Now, for the most part, default, and this is for you guys that have Fire Sticks that are registered to somebody else or another family member that may live somewhere else in a different city or in a different state, it originally picks up based on the zip code that the account holder has on his Amazon account. Okay, so if, for instance, if I happen to have my parents log into my account when they register their Fire Stick, they register a Fire Stick to my account, and they live in Florida and I live in Texas, then when they go to the news channels, they're gonna find my local news stations because it's my zip code on my Amazon account that the Fire Stick is reading off of. But there's a way of changing that, and you can select up to 2 cities to have here as your local channels. So every time you go in, you only select, you know, you can pick from your particular area. So I'm going to show you just how to do that. You're going to go up and you're going to go to the right to preferences. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to channels and click on channels. Once you click on channels, you'll see on the very top here where it says you can select up to 2 cities. And my city right here is San Antonio, Texas. And how it works is, if you happen to live in Alabama, to give you this as an example, right now there's 5 major cities listed in Alabama that you can choose from. Now, let's say that you don't live in one of these cities. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be selecting the city that's closest to your area, okay? And then you'll get the local news based on that city that you select. In my case, I have San Antonio. I live in San Antonio, so I'm actually getting the city that I live in. But just because I'm curious and I like to know what happening in the city that I used to live in. I used to live in Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to go down to Illinois. Oh, let me go up. I just missed it. Go to Illinois. Here's Chicago, and I'm going to select that one. So now I have San Antonio, Texas, and Chicago, Illinois. And then I'm going to hit continue. And then it's going to give me the ones that are currently available in San Antonio and the ones that are currently available in Chicago. So I can select out of these news stations which ones I want it to be my favorite. So in this case, I am going to pick KSAT for San Antonio, and I'm going to pick channel ABC 7 for Chicago. Those are going to be my 2 favorites from each city. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the right and click on continue. And here it's going to show me different channels all together that I can select as favorites, and these are not specifically local channels. These are just general channels, national channels are all together. And let's say besides my 2 local ones, I wanted to choose the Sports Wire. I'm going to go to Sports Wire, select that one as my favorite, and another one that I'm going to select is going to be USA Today. Click on that one, and then I'm going to go to the right and click on continue. Now I have all the channels that I selected, and at this point I can move them to the spot that I want to move them on. So basically right now, let's say KSAP, I didn't care about watching that one as a primary. I just click on it and then I'll move it to the right, as you can see, and then click on it again to lock it in place. Okay, and let's say I wanted to see Chicago. I'll click on that and move it to the left and move it in first place. Now by me doing that, it automatically makes ABC 7 Chicago my default station. So every time I go into the application, it'll automatically start playing news from this station unless I change it to something else. In my case, since I live in San Antonio, I would like KSAP to be my primary one. So I'm going to click on that one and I'm going to move it over to be my first, and I'll have Chicago as my second. Now that I did that, I'm going to go to the right and click on done. And once I click on done, go up and I'm going to go left again. As you're going to see here, when I go to my news, you'll see that I have KSAT and then I have Chicago 7. And that is basically how you run this channel. You can also click on manage your favorite channels. By doing that, it's going to take you right back to the section where you can go ahead and add or remove. In order to remove a particular city, you just go to one of the cities that you already selected, okay? And once you go over the one you selected, you click on it, and by clicking on it again, it disappears and you take it out of the list, and at that point you can choose another city. That's exactly how you maneuver through the news station. It's a great application to have. Again, some news is going to be stuff that already aired, and it's just pretty much going to be a rerun of it, where you can go ahead and catch up on the stuff that you didn't get to see earlier, or you have stuff that is even from several days ago that you want to catch up on. So this is a great resource, and it's absolutely free for you guys to have as part of your Fire TV and Fire Stick. So I encourage you guys to use it. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that you have learned something and how to get free news out of the Amazon Fire Stick and Fire TV devices. Don't forget that this series is going to continue, so you want to stay tuned. So don't hesitate on subscribing, liking this video, sharing the video. You know, just tell me a comment below. Tell me what you think of this series. Tell me of an application that you came across yourself that you'd like me to talk about. I'll be more than happy to do that. But in the meantime, you have been watching DFM TV. I am Dan the Fire Stick Man, your source for entertainment. And until the next video, happy streaming.